live from 2 on your side. This is Channel 2 News Midday.
And we start this midday with a live look at several busy roads across New York City, New Jersey, Boston, and Philadelphia. A winter storm is blanketing much of the Northeast today, causing travel trouble across our region in just the last 12 hours. Several states have declared a state of emergency and have issued travel bans. And this is all having a ripple effect here in western New York. Several flights are delayed or canceled at the Buffalo airport as this messy weather continues to move through. Here in Buffalo, we will see a couple of inches of snow from this same system, and there is a weather impact alert for Chautauqua County. We have team coverage this morning tracking the impact of the report, and here in our weather center, that's where we find Storm Team 2 meteorologist Jennifer Stenotis. Hey, Jen.
Hey there. Yes. This nor'easter, you can see, bringing that heavy snow for places like Boston down through New York City where they're under a blizzard warning still. We're getting some wraparound moisture on the backside of it. So we're seeing mainly light snow out of this, but also not only some of that light snow, but also some lake enhanced snow and upslope snow as well. So that's where we can see most of any snow accumulations out of this. That'll be the higher terrain south of Buffalo. Well, let's show you right now where we're seeing some of these snow showers from Lockport, Niagara Falls, down through downtown Buffalo, Amherst, Lackawanna, Hamburg. Picks up a little in intensity as you head further south through those hills, Boston Hills into Collins and Concord, and also for Cassadaga. So it's the Chautauqua Ridge. That's where we can see some of these higher amounts of snow totals into tonight for Forestville, Arkwright. You can see that's where we have that winter storm warning continuing for Chautauqua County, and mainly those higher amounts continuing into tonight for the higher terrain. Winter weather advisory for areas south of Buffalo. You can see highlighted in purple here for the rest of the southern tier, southern Erie County and Wyoming County. This is what it looks like for snow amounts. Most spots anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, but as you get in that higher terrain, looks like upwards of about half a foot plus of snow into tonight. So we continue to have that weather impact alert through tonight for especially those areas south. I'll have more details on all of this coming up, Kelly.
All right, thank you, Jen. Now for another live look at the flight boards at the Buffalo airport. Dozens of delays and cancellations already filling up those boards this morning. That trend could continue throughout the day. This massive storm is impacting a lot of the East Coast, and it's also impacting the Buffalo airport. So we're going to send it to Midday's Natalie Foss, tracking the latest flight delays and cancellations. Good morning, Natalie.
Hey there, Kelly. Good morning. Yeah, there are almost 6,000 flight cancellations across the United States today. 55 of those are here at the Buffalo Niagara International Airport. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way for you so you can take a look at the flight boards. Almost all of them going in and out of New York City, as well as all of those northeastern cities. You've got Baltimore, you have Newark, all of these places, Philadelphia, that you are going to not be able to fly to today. So if you did have a flight to any of those cities, go ahead and not show up. Make sure you're double checking to make sure that those are canceled. But it's looking like you're not going to be getting there today. Now, I spoke with the spokesperson for the NFTA about an hour ago, and she tells me that, well, the weather here isn't anything too intense. This storm and all of the cancellations that come with it are causing a ripple effect for travelers who are trying to fly out of Buffalo.
We have so many flights that come from the Northeast. You know, we're talking New York City, we're talking DC, we're talking Baltimore. So those were the places that were affected. And so with us, it's just such a ripple effect. It's not our airport, it's not our weather, but it's the places that we fly to.
She mentioned that while you can't predict the next couple of days when these airports are going to open back up and start accepting flights again, the Buffalo airport is sending flights out to other destinations that aren't affected, and that as long as it's safe, they'll make sure that your airlines can get you to where you need to go as soon as possible. And with storms like this, they say that there is bound to be a backlog. So you want to make sure that you're keeping up to date on your airline's app or online. Make sure that you're keeping up to date. Make sure that there aren't any cancellations or delays, or if you need to make other arrangements that you are able to. They also say that you want to make sure you're giving yourself extra time to get to the airport, because if there is a backlog of people trying to get in and trying to get out, your security lines are going to be a little bit longer, and it could cause you a delay or to miss your flight. So you want to make sure that you're following all those good airport rules, and that's their recommendation to you. I've been on your side at the Buffalo Niagara International Airport. Natalie Foss, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Natalie. And in just over an hour, our weather team is giving you a new way to learn about the weather and how it impacts us each and every day. It's an all-new show, and it's called Storm Team 2 Beyond the Forecast. Our meteorologist will give you an extended look at the day's forecast, help you understand why weather happens, and so much more. You can watch Storm Team 2 Beyond the Forecast starting today, right after the news at noon, only on WGRZ+. 11:05 now. This morning, the U.S. State Department is warning U.S. citizens in certain parts of Mexico to shelter in place. Mexican authorities reportedly killed the leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel, and now that cartel is retaliating. We're hearing from two Western New Yorkers who could see smoke and fires from the rooftop of their Airbnb. Paul Morgan and Mark Nowak say they've been in the area since January, and they've been telling us that they've been visiting that area for nearly 20 years, and they've always felt safe. Now they say it's surreal to be sheltering in place less than a mile from where fires and road blockades were reported. Officials issued the shelter-in-place order after the Mexican army killed El Mencho. That's the leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel. Paul and Mark described to us what they saw.
And then I went up on the rooftop, and there were like 4 or 5 fires that I could see. And then you could start hearing pops and explosions and
gunshots.
And then within the hour, there were 20 fires in our range of vision. Black, thick smoke rising up from all parts of the bay.
We have a friend who's a performer here, who is right in the middle of the romantic zone, and he went out with his camera, and just cars everywhere burnt, buses burnt, stores burnt.
Mark and Paul say they have about 2 days worth of food at their Airbnb. For now, they continue to shelter in place, and they're waiting to see how the situation unfolds before deciding what to do next. Congressman Nick Langworthy is also urging any U.S. citizens to shelter in place. He tweeted that anyone in Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, and Tulum should stay indoors, avoid public spaces, and follow guidance from the nearest U.S. embassy or consulate. He also shared the number for his office for those who need assistance. The U.S. government also put out a number to help Americans. Coming up at midday, an armed man shot and killed trying to enter Mar-a-Lago, and investigators are now revealing new details about him.